Extra Credit by Khala Grace. Jeopardy. An alarm blazes in my ear. With a grunt, I shift in bed. Despite putting the pillow over my head, the screaming clock continues to pierce my eardrums. Reluctantly, I sit up and glare at the blasted alarm. An open palm shuts off the disturbance. Guess it's time for school. I yawn. Quickly, I brush my teeth and grab some breakfast. My aunt and uncle left for work a long time ago. Bye-bye, house. I wave after locking the door.
See you later, Lynn.
With an awkward smile, I laugh at my character voice. Yeah, so I do get lonely. No matter. My stream of consciousness takes its current as I walk to school. Better to be able to have a good time alone than worry about trusting other people. I sigh as my heart half accepts that statement. My feet hit the concrete steps. The warning bell rings. Other students scramble to their positions. Those who cannot give a damn linger back as if to wait for the last moment. I roll my eyes at a group of popular girls laughing while playing Rebel. As if being late really matters, I whisper. Doesn't make you cool to be off schedule. The day rotates smoothly from class to class. English is fun. Reading and writing are my favorite things to do. However, when I reach the last class of the day, I frown. Good old torture, I think as I sit in the back of the room. Chemistry is not my forte. Chemistry needs a lot of math. Greetings, class. Mr. Groff claps his hands to attract our attention. Seeing that your scores have not improved since the last test, I'm offering you all extra credit. My heart drops at the statement. So, not only I had a bad grade? I sigh. My eyes are set on the front of the room. Mr. Groff returns the tests. Once my paper is in hand, I see a large F. The amount of red ink is disheartening, but expected. Don't worry, he continues. Anyone seeking extra credit can choose their scientific research. As long as there's some chemistry involved, I'm open to suggestions. There are scoffs across the room. Some students don't care about their grades. But why stay for another year? I wonder. Though, what can I do? I scratch my brunette head in confusion as the final bell rings. Mr. Groff waves me over. The students flee to go home, yet I must stick behind. Great. I frown. I just want to watch TV. There's a new cartoon I've been watching, one with goofy supervillains trying to be the worst that they can be. Oh well, there's no other option. Hello, Lynn. He smiles. I know you need the help the most. I mean, not to sound discouraging, but you're in jeopardy of failing. That's what my progress report keeps reading, I reply. And you still haven't sought out any extra help? Mr. Groff crosses his arms. Though that's why I have a special extra credit assignment to offer. Oh, really? I ask. What about selecting your own assignment? Well, I thought you'd like some ideas. He laughs awkwardly while rubbing his balding head. See, I have a friend upstate in need of a volunteer. If you're interested, then I will give you the equivalent of an A for exam. My blue eyes widen. A test grade of that level will get me out of this class. I cannot hide my excitement and relief. He claps his hands with joy. Splendid! Mr. Groff turns towards his desk. He scans through papers. Dr. Sagacious has been asking for an assistant for a long time. He studies brain chemistry. I know that sounds advanced, but being a part of a study may help you understand the benefits of science. I'm sorry? I say while taking the page. I know science can be used for good, it's just my brain doesn't work that way. I see, Mr. Groff replies. Well, good luck. I will let my friend know to expect you. Thanks. I smile. Bye. I headed out of the room. While rushing home, I placed my bag on the floor. Instead of doing homework or calling some scientist, I turn on the TV. Just in time. I beam as the crazy characters come on screen. Once the villain show ends, I sigh. "Oh, I guess we should call." I remove the page from my backpack. I dial the number on the house phone. It doesn't take long until I receive an answer. "Hello?" An old voice squeaks. "Hi, Eugene Sagacious?" I ask. "This is Lynn Brooke. I'm calling about the research assistant position you needed." "Splendid," the old man replies. "Well, I'm looking for someone this weekend. I know that seems sudden." "No, that's fine," I interrupt. "My uncle could bring me. I'd rather get this assignment done sooner than later." "I understand." He pauses while taking a drink. "The assignment shouldn't take too long. Thank you for your help. I'll see you this Saturday at 8 a.m. 8 a.m.? I groan. Without wanting his commentary, I continue to speak. No, that's fine. I'll see you then." "Okay, goodbye now." He ends the call. I slump on the floor. 8 a.m.? Damn. My body aches already from the idea of waking early. Curiosity. Saturday arrives and I'm in the car. My uncle keeps asking me questions. I really don't know what's going on. In silence, I stare out the window. The scientist lives 2 hours away. Fields of green greet me like ocean waves. "Well, call if you need me," my uncle insists. "Yep." I roll my eyes. Of course, I know to do that. "I'm just being concerned," he replies with a snort. "Just tell me when you're done. I'll drive to the nearest town and hang out there." "Got it." I nod. "Thanks." I wave him goodbye. While watching the silver car drive away, my heart races. Why did I agree to this? I ask. Oh, yeah, I'm desperate for extra credit. I sigh and walk along the cobblestone steps. The mansion in front of me stands like an intimidating fortress. My pulse increases to the point where I'm afraid that I may pass out from anxiety. "Just breathe," I whisper. The front door looms overhead. My hand shakes as I knock. If he doesn't answer, then I can look for another project. Doubt runs through my mind. Maybe I should leave. In another moment, the doorknob turns. Now there's no choice but going through with my word. "Salutations, Miss Brooke," the scientist greets. "Welcome to my humble home." As if mansions are humble. I refrain from the bitter thought. Instead of becoming confrontational, I smile. "Thank you for having me," I reply. "Though please just call me Lynn." "Understood." The old man opens the door wider. With a wave of his hand, he invites me further into the home. "Please, let's begin." "Sounds good, Dr. Saga." I pause to remember. "Dr. Sagacious." He chuckles. "If that's too hard to remember, then call me Eugene." I nod in response. The question of memory doesn't make me feel well. I mean, sure, I cannot remember details, but I'm not stupid. Maybe I'm just overreacting. I shake off the negative vibes. I look ahead to see where the doctor leads me. We travel upstairs onto the second level. There's a secluded room towards the back corridor. I gulp from being nervous. My palms begin to sweat against my liking. Hopefully, I don't have to touch any important papers. With an anxious eye, I watch as he opens the door. I slowly poke my head inside. "What a large room," I say unexpectedly out loud. "Yes, this is where we'll be working," Dr. Sagacious announces while going towards a desk. "If you will, you can sit here. I'll bring some refreshments." "Ah, thank you," I reply. As I take a seat, the old man shuffles out of the room. He leaves the door open. My curiosity takes its toll, and I wait until his footsteps are no longer in earshot. Quietly, I poke around the room. I study the leather bound books on the shelves lining the wall. Can I read this? I sigh in defeat. The letters seem archaic, as though something found in an archaeologist's film. A red curtain from behind catches my attention. My eyes glance to the door. Coast is still clear. I smile. Carefully, I walk over. When I pull back the heavy fabric aside, I see what looks like a dentist's chair and table. My heart drops. Do I have to watch him dissect animals? I wonder with alarm. On the table, there's a large tarp. What's beneath it? I mutter. Footsteps shuffle in the distance. Deftly, I remove myself from the area. I sit back in the chair just in time to see the old man return. He has a small silver tray with a tea set for two on top. Gently, he places the tray on the desk. He pours the tea and hands me a glass. I hope you like Earl Grey. He smiles. I actually don't mind that flavor. I politely smile as I take a cup. Thank you. Instead of taking a sip, I blow the steam. Smells okay, I observe. Without trying to be suspicious, I watch to see if he drinks from the same pot. As I hear him slurp, I decide to take a drink. The tea isn't scalding hot. Good, I think in relief. Dr. Sagacious takes a seat beside me. Let me get some papers in order, he says. I will have to ask you to fill out basic forms of consent. This way, it's understandable that you are comfortable with the project. What is the project? I raise my brow. Is this a typical procedure? Yes. The old man answers my second question. Anyone volunteering to do research needs to comply with state standards. After all, I wouldn't want to get into trouble for not paying you monetarily. Oh, I see. I lie. Honestly, I'm confused. It's just a day project, right? I don't care about being paid. I came for school credit. Don't worry, he smiles. If you enjoy the work, then I'll find new opportunities for future studies. He hands me a packet of pages. The terminology only confuddles me more. I'll just skim for details. I squint my eyes to focus on which words stand out the most. High school assistant for extra credit. Okay, the forms don't sound like trouble. Can I have a pen? I ask with my hand open. Of course. Dr. Sagacious provides me with a silver pen. I twist open the tip. Carefully, I go through the pages to print my name. In between reading and placing initials, I take frequent sips of tea. At the very end, I throw down a sloppy signature. There, all done, I think with a smile. As I slap the pen on the desk, my head feels funny. Are you okay? Dr. Sagacious asks while rising from the seat. Lynn, can you hear me? The old man begins to blur in and out of focus. My head aches as though someone is smashing a hammer against my skull. A moan escapes me. I want to lie down, but find myself falling forward. I have you. The old man's voice sounds jarring from my dizziness. Don't worry, Lynn. I'll get help. I cannot hear another word. My heart races, and I lose consciousness. Emergency. An ambulance blares. Doctors rush a woman to a room. Words are difficult to understand as many voices are layered on top of one another. I can see a man crying beside the bed. A nurse insists to leave the woman behind. I'm not moving until you help her. His voice is frantic and his accent has a British twang. She's my fiancée. We understand, the nurse replies. She grabs his shoulder. You need to let us help her. Begrudgingly, the man concedes. He rushes out of the room and sits down on a bench. The commotion inside makes him shake. I want to reach out to him. Who is he? I wonder. As though I am lost in a dream, I realize that none can see me. With a defeated sigh, I just stand to observe. Walter? A familiar voice resounds. You're a genius, but you couldn't save her. The statement is alarming. I poke my head into the hospital room. The doctors retreat from the patient. A coma? I wonder. While glancing back at the stranger, I watch as his mood escalates. Don't play with me. He grabs onto the lab coat of a familiar face. I can save her. Not alone, the old man smiles. We can help each other. My heart pounds. Dr. Sagaciotus? I think with rage. Please don't tell me. I watch in dismay as the defeated man accepts the request. Fine, but it better work this time. His hazel eyes look dim. No, I shout, but none can hear. Don't follow him. Such a good lad, Dr. Sagaciotus remarks. I'm sure we'll find a solution. As they walk down the hall, I make chase. Unfortunately, I cannot reach the two men. My heart pounds with panic. Suddenly, the lights grow brighter and brighter. Darkness. I woke up in a sweat. My body aches as I try to lift my head. Everything feels heavy. A groan echoes from my mouth. I go to open my eyes, but cannot. What the hell? My mind panics. I want to touch my face, but am restrained. Where's that quack? I wonder with a frantic heart. Footsteps walk beside me, and I feel a hand rubbing my back. Good, good, Dr. Sagaciotus sighs. Ah, you seem well. What? I cannot speak. My words are incoherent. It's as though my vocal cords won't work. What did the bastard do? Anger grows in my chest. It won't work. A male voice rings in my head. My senses are overwhelmed. It's pointless. The voice sings in misery. So now on to the next phase, the scientist chimes. Move your head to respond to the following questions. Remember, nod for yes and shake for no. The crazy man pauses. He seems to be analyzing my cognition. Oh, we're awake for sure. I scoff internally while realizing something odd. Why am I thinking we? I snort in displeasure. I can hear pen on paper. The sound is more intense than I could recall. The pen's pitch scratches against my ears. I growl in irritation. I'm sorry, are you annoyed? The doctor inquires. Yes, I nod. I see, he continues. Is your name Lynn? Yes, I nod and snort. Do you know Linda? His voice sounds chilling. No, I shake my head. However, after a moment, an intrusive thought flashes in my head. I see the woman from my dream, foaming from the mouth. The man's fiancée. I grit my teeth. Such a pity. He clicks his tongue. I guess you won't remember Farfalla. An image of a black terrier appears in mind. The little dog plays in a lush yard while chasing butterflies. I moan in sorrow. My body wants to cry, but I cannot. Where are these memories coming from? I ask. Beautiful. The old man claps his hands. How about we show up progress? I am at a loss. I try to open my eyes again, but only see darkness. Show and tell. Time passes without hearing from my aunt and uncle. I stand reluctantly with the guide of Dr. Sagaciotus. During my time at his estate, the old man keeps asking me strange questions, as though I am someone else. But I am now, aren't I? The idea of identity strikes my core worse than before. I know that I am Lynn, but I feel as though I am also that stranger. Walter, my hoarse voice utters. Yes, yes, the doctor chews. You finally remember more now, don't you? As though I've been trained to do so, I nod my head in affirmation. The old man stops me. I move my head towards the right. I hear him grabbing cloth. Without a word, Dr. Sagacious places a cloak over my body. I feel a starch fabric that itches my skin. With my hand, I scratch my arm. Please, please, be careful, he scolds. You will cut yourself. With a snort, I stop. While being ushered at his lead, I follow the doctor out of his home. The early morning dew smells sweet. My nose twitches with delight. What a nice day, I think. Crouch low, Dr. Sagacious demands. You'll have to stay bent, otherwise you'll hit her head. I do so as instructed. Once we drive, we come to the school. I hear the familiar bells ring. Carefully, I am led through the halls. Dr. Sagacious stops me and places a hand on my back to duck. Hello, Mr. Groff. The old man beams. I do not hear a reply. There's a sick silence over the room. What's wrong? Eugene, what have you done? My teacher's voice trembles. What I could do, Dr. Sagacious replies. He removes my cloak. See here, a blending of 3 into 1. Screams pierce my ears. Monster! The students cry out. As their feet flee out of the room, I can hear the 2 men bicker. Yet at the same time, I hear nothing. My heart races and I feel overstimulated without Dr. Sagacious' attention. I finally feel for my face. My stomach drops as claws scrape against flesh. I have no hair, pointed ears, a gaping maw, and sharp teeth that nip my long fingers. Alas, to my dismay, I have no eyes. There's skin where there should be. What happened to me? I panic. With my mouth open wide, I give a devilish scream.